Hello everyone, welcome back to Chenda DIY. And today's video, I'll be showing you how to crochet the distressed cold shoulder top. It is a really easy pattern and friendly for beginners. For this top, I use only simple stitch, just double crochet, single crochet and chains. And for this top, I make for size small, but I also showing you how to make it bigger and longer in this video. Okay, now let's get started. First thing first, make a slip knot. And make the foundation chains by multiply by 8. For my top, I make 176 chains. It is equal 33 inches length. If you guys want your top more bigger, please add more chains by multiply by 8 chains until you got your measurement. So for the short foundation chains, it is just a sample showing you how to making the stitches. Like I said, if you guys want your top more bigger, just add more chains by multiply by 8. And after you got your desired fit, then we are going to make slip stitch into the first chain. Make sure that your foundation chain doesn't twist. To make slip stitch, continue insert the hook into the loop. Yarn over and pull through all the loops. And this is what it looks like. And next, for row 1, chain 3. For chain 3, we also count as a stitch. Then make double crochet into the next chain. To make double crochet, yarn over, insert the hook into the loop, yarn over and pull up a loop. And now you have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops again. And now you must have 2 stitches, include the chain 3 stitch, then chain 6, after you got 6 chains, then skip 6 chain and make double crochet into the 7th chain. And this is what it looks like. For the tension of the chains, you have to make it even like the bottom chains. If the bottom chain loose, the upper chains, you have to make it loose too. And next, make 1 more double crochet into the next chain. And after you got 2 double crochets, then we are going to repeat the same thing by chain 6. Skip 6 chains and make double crochet into the next 2 chains. Keep repeating this until you reach the end of the row. Then I will meet you back again. And after you reach the end of the row, you must have 6 last chains. Then skip these last 6 chains. And for this chain or the loop that we make slip stitch, we don't count as a stitch or chain. So skip it and continue make slip stitch into the chain 3 stitch by count 2 chains and make slip stitch into the 3rd chain. After you have made slip stitch, and this is what the first row looks like. And next, for row 2, chain 3. Turn your work, and now you meet the chain 6 space, so continue add 6 more chains. In total, you must have 9 chains. Then skip this chain 6 space and make 2 double crochet into this double crochet stitch. After you have made 2 double crochet, then chain 6. Skip chain 6 space, and we are going to make 2 double crochet into the next double crochet stitch. Keep repeating this until you reach the end of the row, then I will meet you back again. After you have made 6 chain and reached the end of the row, then we are going to make 1 double crochet into this double crochet stitch that near chain 9. After you have made a double crochet, then we are going to make slip stitch into the 3rd chain. Count 2 chains and make slip stitch into the 3rd chain. And now you must have 2 stitches include the chain 3 stitch, and this is what the second row looks like. Next, for row 3, chain 3. Turn your work, and now you meet a double crochet stitch, then make a double crochet into this stitch. And now you must have 2 stitches include the chain 3 stitch, then chain 6. Skip chain 6 space, then make 2 double crochet into double crochet stitch. Keep repeating this by chain 6, skip chain 6 space, and make 2 double crochet into the double crochet stitch until you reach the end of the row, then I will meet you back again. And after you reach the end of the row, then we are going to make slip stitch into chain 3 stitch. And after you have made slip stitch, and now you must have 3 rows. Then chain 1 and cut off the yarn, and we are going to switch the color. For you guys that use only one color, you can continue and repeat row 2 and row 3 until you get the length of your top. And now we are going to change the color. As you can see, this is the right side of the stitch. So turn your work, and we are going to working on the wrong side of the stitch. To begin, attach the yarn into the double crochet stitch. Then chain 3 and make a double crochet into this chain 3 stitch. And after you got 2 stitches, then chain 6 and skip chain 6 space and make 2 double crochet into double crochet stitch. Keep repeating this around until you reach the end of the row. Then make slip stitch into chain 3 stitch. And for the next row, we are going to repeating row 2 and row 3. After you got 3 rows, then chain 1, cut off the yarn, and we are going to switch the color and repeat the same thing until you reach row 12. Then I will meet you back again. And this is what it looks like after you reach row 12. For the measurement from row 1 until row 12, it is equal 5 inches width. If you guys want your top more longer, please add more rows. And next, count 2 chain space from the corner and use stitch marker to mark at the double crochet stitch. And repeat the same thing to the other side. And for the measurement between this both stitch marker, it is equal 10 inches length. It's the measurement of my chest. And for you guys that make bigger size, you can count more rows until you got your front chest measurement. Don't forget to mark at the same point of the back part. And for these 4 chain spaces between this both stitch marker, it is the measurement of the space at the underarm part. After you have marked at both parts, then we are going to make the front chest. To begin, turn your work into the wrong side of the stitch because we are going to working on the wrong side of the stitch. Attach the yarn into the stitch that you mark. For row 13, chain 3 and make the double crochet into the next stitch. After you got 2 stitches, then chain 6. Skip chain 6 space and make 2 double crochet into the double crochet stitch. Keep repeating this until you reach the second stitch marker, then I will meet you back again. After you reach the second stitch marker, then remove the stitch marker and make a double crochet into that stitch. Then for row 14, chain 3, turn your work and make the double crochet into the next stitch. Chain 6. Skip chain 6 space and make 2 double crochet into the double crochet stitch. Keep repeating this until you reach the end of the row, then I will meet you back again. After you reach the end of the row, for the next row, we are going to keep repeating row 14 until you reach row 26, then I will meet you back again. And this is what it looks like after you reach row 26. For the measurement from row 13 until row 26, it is equal 5.5 inches length. It measuring from the underarm part until the top of the shoulder, as you can see. For you guys that make bigger size, you can add more rows until you got your measurement. And next, repeat the same thing to the back part. by turn your work into the wrong side of the stitch and attach the yarn into the stitch that you mark, and repeat the same thing like the front part until you reach row 26. Then leave the yarn there, you don't have to cut it off, and we are going to connect both parts together to create the shoulder part. To begin, turn your work and insert the hook into the corner loop and continue pull the yarn through all the loops. Then chain 1, and we are going to make single crochet both sides together. To make single crochet both sides together, insert the hook into the double crochet stitch. Then continue insert the hook into the other double crochet stitch. Yarn over and pull through both sides loop, and now you have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through all 2 loops, and this is how we make single crochet both sides together. And now we are reached the chain space. For the first side, we are going to insert the hook into the back loop of the chain. And for the second side, we are going to continue insert the hook into the front loop of the chain and single crochet both sides together. Keep repeating this into every chain until you reach the double crochet stitch. Then I will meet you back again. And after you reach the double crochet stitch, then make single crochet both sides together. Chain 1 and cut off the yarn. And this is what the wrong side of the stitch looks like. Flip it and you can see the right side of the stitch looks like. And this is also what my shoulder part looks like. For you guys that want to make the shoulder part more bigger, or for you guys that make bigger side, you can keep attach both sides together until you got your measurement. And next, we are going to repeat the same thing to the other side. Just attach the yarn into both parts and repeat the same thing like the first side. And now we are done connecting both sides together to create the shoulder part. And this is what it looks like. And you can see this is my neckline hole, it can fit my head through. And next, I'm gonna show you how to make in the sleeves. So I already make one sleeve. For both sleeves, we are repeat the same thing. To begin, you just try the top on your body and use stitch marker to mark where you want to make the cold shoulder part. If you want it more low or more high, you can mark it on the top. For me, I want it above my underarm, so I will start it from the gray color. To begin, attach the yarn into the first row of the gray yarn. Then continue make the foundation chains by multiply by 8. For my sleeves, I make 40 chains. It is equal 8 inches length. If you guys want the sleeve more bigger, just add more chains by multiply by 8. And after you got 40 chains, and this is how you're measuring it on your arm. You just measuring it from the front underarm until you reach the back part of the underarm, as you can see. And after you got your desired fit, and next we are going to continue make slip stitch into the other side. Make sure that your foundation chain doesn't twist, and make slip stitch into the other first row of the gray yarn. After you have made slip stitch for row 1, chain 3. Then make double crochet into the next chain. After you have made double crochet, then chain 6. Skip 6 chains and make 2 double crochet. Keep repeating this until you reach the end of the chain, then I will meet you back again. After you reach the end of the chain, then skip these last 6 chains and make double crochet into the same loop that we have attached the yarn. After you have made a double crochet, then continue make double crochet into this double crochet row. And after you got 2 double crochet, then chain 6. And then skip these 2 rows of double crochet and make 2 double crochet into the 3rd row of the gray yarn. And after you have made 2 double crochet, and this is what it looks like. And next, continue to repeat the same thing by chain 6. Skip 2 double crochet rows and make 2 double crochet into the 3rd row of the blue yarn. And for you guys that make different sides, you can keep repeating this until you reach the corner of the underarm part. After you reach the corner of the underarm part, and this is what it looks like. You can see that after we have added the foundation chains at the top part, the armhole of the sleeves, it look really big. Also the sleeve will look big too, and I want my sleeve look a little bit smaller, so I'm gonna make decrease at this underarm part or underarm space by decrease these 4 chain spaces together. And next, after you reach the corner of the underarm, then continue make 4 chains. After you got 4 chains, then skip chain 6 space and make 2 double crochet into the double crochet stitch. After you got 2 double crochet, then we are going to keep repeating this by chain 4. Skip chain 6 space and make 2 double crochet into the double crochet stitch. Keep repeating this for 2 more times or until you reach the other corner, then I will meet you back again. Remember, we only make decrease for the even number, so for my sleeve I make decrease 4 chain spaces together. You cannot make decrease 5 chain spaces together. And after you reach the corner, and this is what it looks like. And now you must have 4 chain spaces that decreased. And next, we are going to continue make normal rows by chain 6. Skip 2 rows and make 2 double crochet into the 3rd row. Keep repeating this until you reach the end of the row. And after you reach the end of the row, then make slip stitch into the chain 3 stitch. And next, for row 2, chain 9. Turn your work, skip chain 6 space and make 2 double crochet into the double crochet stitch. Keep repeating this until you reach chain 4 space, then I will meet you back again. And after you reach the chain 4 space, then continue make 2 chains. And after you got 2 chains, then skip the chain 4 space and make 2 double crochet into the double crochet stitch. Then we are going to keep repeating this for 3 more times. After you reach the last chain 4 space, and this is what it looks like, you must have 4 chain spaces that decreased. Then continue make the normal stitch by chain 6, skip chain 6 space, and make 2 double crochet. Keep repeating this until you reach the end of the row, then I will meet you back again. And after you reach the end of the row, then make a double crochet into this double crochet stitch that near chain 9 stitch. And then make slip stitch into the 3rd chain. After you have made slip stitch, and next for row 3, chain 3. Turn your work and make a double crochet. Then chain 6. Skip chain 6 space and make 2 double crochet into double crochet stitch. Keep repeating this until you reach the chain 2 space, then I will meet you back again. And after you reach the chain 2 space, and then continue make 6 chains. And after you got 6 chains, then we are going to skip this chain 2 space and skip these 2 double crochet stitches and skip another chain 2 space and make 2 double crochet into this double crochet stitch. After you have made 2 double crochet, and this is what it looks like. For this under stitch, we have 2 chains plus 2 double crochet stitch plus another 2 chains. It is equal 6 chain. It's the same number like we made chain 6. And then we are going to repeat the same thing by chain 6. Skip 6 stitches or 6 chain and make 2 double crochet into the double crochet stitch. After you have made 2 double crochet, and this is what it looks like. So for these 4 chain spaces that we have made decrease, it become into 2 chain spaces. And next we are going to make the normal stitch until the end of the row, then make slip stitch. And after you have made slip stitch, then chain 1 and cut off the yarn. And next, we are going to switch the color. To begin, turn your work into the wrong side of the stitch. Then attach the yarn into the double crochet stitch. And for row 4 until row 6, we are going to repeat the same thing like row 1, 2, and 3 that we have made decrease at the underarm by decrease 4 chain spaces together. But for the second color of for row 4 until row 6, we only made decrease 2 chain spaces together. So I'm gonna show you what it looks like. And this is what it looks like after you reach row 6 or the third row of decreasing stitch. As you can see, for the 2 chain spaces that we made decrease, it become into 1 chain space. Then continue make the normal row until the end of the row, make slip stitch, chain 1 and cut off the yarn. And this is what it looks like after you have made decrease for 6 row. You can see that my sleeve look curved at the underarm part, and it make my armhole look smaller. After decrease, for my arm circumference measurement, it is equal 14 inches length. For you guys that make bigger size or you want your sleeve more smaller, just keep decreasing by repeat row 4 until row 6. And next, start from row 7 until row 45, you just make normal row, no decrease. Then I will meet you back again. And this is what it looks like after you reach row 45. For the measurement from row 1 until row 45, it is equal 19 inches length. If you guys want your sleeve more longer, just add more rows. And for the remaining yarn, please use darning needle to weave in. So for the blue color, you just weave in into the blue color. And now we are done. For the other sleeve, you just repeat the same thing like the first sleeve. Then turn your top right side out. And this is what it looks like. And now for the distressed cold shoulder top is done. If you like this tutorial, please don't forget to click like and leave a positive comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram and Facebook page. Stay safe and stay healthy, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.